number one, we're gonna start out with shout out to Swirv TV.
Shout out Swirv TV.
Shout out to Swirv TV.
Hello, welcome. This is Chloe's Soul Kitchen. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have a little something special for you here. I'm actually meal prepping for myself today, but I like to, have a little bit of variety. So right now we are doing our jerk lentils. These are gonna go in our empanadas. We start off with tomatoes, ginger, and garlic as a base. And I love fresh herbs, so I do fresh parsley and fresh cilantro. We have soaked our lentils for about an hour now. So as soon as they start cracking, that's what you want to see, because that's going to cut down on your cook time. Okay, so once this starts going and we're sauteing those up, we'll put in our lentils and then we'll put in our jerk sauce. So stay tuned. So we added some green peppers. I might have left that ingredient out, but that's all right. We can add it whenever, but I do want to talk about my seasoning blend for a little bit. So I love a complete seasoning. This is my favorite right now. Get into it. I use this on everything, literally. So I'm gonna put some of that in there. I am pretty generous with my seasoning because I try to do as little salt as possible. So then we have our onion powder. Okay, garlic powder. Y'all ain't gonna judge me because I'm finna dump.
I love a little garlic powder.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have it. Cumin adds that like warm flavor that makes you feel, homey. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that's what it's all
A
about.
little homey. Add a little bit of that. Do our pepper, and then I don't add my salt until the end. You really should add salt for taste. You don't want too much sodium in your body. We're eating vegan, so we're trying to eat as clean as possible. I am putting this in an empanada today, but I can also eat jerk lentils with a better rice, some mango salsa, eat it on a taco, make a little breakfast burrito, really whatever you want to do. All right. So now we're gonna take our soaked lentils. This is about a cup. It swells, so it looks like it's a lot, and we're just gonna dump it in there. I'm gonna dump the water in there as well, so they can swell a little more. Right. We'll turn this up and put it on boil, and then we'll put it all the way down. So last but not least, after we have added all of our seasonings, this is one of my favorite, the traditional jerk seasoning paste. I do make my own as well, but if I'm running low on time, need to make a quick meal, this is what I go to for my jerk sauce. So I don't measure this, and I like it spicy, so we're just gonna go a little crazy.
You gotta have that eye. You have to have that eye.
That's right. Here we go. We'll just mix that in, and then we'll cover this for about 20 minutes. And let it soak all up into those lentils.
That's all it's fun. It smells great, actually. To be honest with you. And yeah, like you said, you can use it. You can use this right here by itself for
I'm telling you,
a variety of different things.
Okay, I eat it by itself all the time. All right, so now that it's getting a little boil to it, we're about to turn it down, throw a lid on it. Let it do its thing until we are ready. There we go.
So we've been knowing each other for at least 6, 7, at least almost close to 7 years.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
When
S.W.I.R.V, Deniro, you know what I'm saying? Weekend DJ. We love you out here.
I appreciate that. And they're gonna love you too out here, because you definitely made this transition. So like when I first met you, I know you were on the vegan vibes. So what got you into this lifestyle?
Well, if you go deep into my Instagram, you will see that I was actually diagnosed with ulcerative colitis about, I want to say 12 years ago. And so I love food. I love to eat. I love to go out and eat. I was an avid meat eater at one point in time. But now I decided, well, I guess I should say in 2020 during the pandemic, I decided to go vegan. Just to try it out, see if my health would improve. And that year I went vegan, almost all of my symptoms went away. And so I vowed kind of from that moment, how can I help other people reach the healing that I got to? What does that look like for other people? Let me go out and have conversations and see what their needs are. Because even eating vegan and eating clean, eating plant-based, everybody's body is different. And so it's really important to have conversations with people, see what their limits are, their boundaries are when it comes to their health and their bodies, and help cook good food for them, and, you know, help in any way that I can. That's the mission.
So who was the first person you ever cooked a vegan meal for, and how was their reaction, and how did that make you feel?
That's a good question. You know what? During the pandemic, I did what you weren't supposed to do. I hopped on a plane and I went to go see my mama.
Mask on.
Okay, mask on, of course. I was at that point in time, I had gloves on. I wasn't playing these games. But went to go see my mom with my brother and cooked for them a spinach stew that I learned from Yannick. Shout out to Jolt. We just did a collaboration together for Juneteenth, but he taught me how to make this African spinach stew. And so all I had to do, because a lot of African food is based already plant-based, all I had to do was remove the meat and just eat it how it was. I replaced the meat with lentils, and it was, my family loved it. Tell me why now. I went to Arkansas for my birthday this past year. My mom made a vegan feast.
What?
Food better than mine. Okay, and now she is on her way to be fully vegan. So
wow, see how
yes.
You have inspired your mother.
Yes, and my family as well. My cousin is vegan. My other cousin is just transitioning. So I hope that I'm spreading some goodness and spreading some health.
That's dope. That is dope.
Yeah.
So now it's led to you having your own business. Like you just talked about how you make this, how you make that. So what are some of the things that people should look forward to be able to purchase and support your brand, whether it's from your foods, your sauces, anything?
Well, right now we still are in the building phase. So I had a tasting menu go out to all of my family and friends this week and next week, and it will have the jerk empanadas, and next week we'll do the barbecue jackfruit, so stay tuned for that. But then after I do the family and friends tasting, I plan to go live and put the menu out to everyone to see what the response will be. So we'll see. I'm banking on the good Lord to run through me and through his spirit. So hopefully it'll be a success, and I'm really excited.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yes. And make sure y'all follow her on social media. Matter of fact, you see right there, follow her right there on social media. That's how we're gonna do it.
Yes, Chloe Soul. Stay tuned for more good things, more collaborations.
And her YouTube channel coming soon. We're gonna make sure she get a channel. I'm gonna help you out with that. We're gonna make sure you get that channel.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Swirv.
You know I love you like that. So what's coming up next in the process?
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we need to make our cashew cream cheese sauce for our mac and cheese. So we're gonna do that next, and then we are gonna stuff our mushrooms, so stay tuned. So right now, we are making just a little bit of roux, as you can see, for our cheese base. So it's just a little bit of flour and oil.
Okay.
All right. This I had already on hand. This is the cashew cream that I use in almost all of my cream sauces. So this is cashews. I drop a few cloves of garlic in there, and then also some plant-based milk, whatever you want. I usually use an oat milk or an almond milk. So we're gonna put all that in there. All right. Along with a little bit more of our plant-based milk. I'm gonna thin that thing on out.
So where do you shop to get all the stuff that you use and all that?
It's crazy now because everywhere has plant-based stuff. It used to be like I could go to Publix and like maybe Kroger sometimes if I'm feeling froggy, but usually it was just Publix for a really long time. But now I'm fortunate because a lot of stuff I can go anywhere. Now my cheeses, I still have to go to Publix. Maybe they'll have in their food line if, you know, they're feeling fancy. But yeah, Publix usually is my place to go. If I want specialty items, I'll go to Elwood's, which is a local health-based grocery store here.
I love that place. I love that place.
I love it too. I wish they weren't so expensive, but
yeah, they are. But they're good though. It's worth it though.
It is.
Yes, it is.
So this is what it's gonna look like. Okay. That's the texture we want.
Wow.
And then after we get it to that texture, I use two different, actually, you can take a close-up of the type of cheese I use. And we're gonna do cheddar and Colby Jack.
Okay. Love it.
So I think I'm only gonna need a half of both of these bags, but we'll see. Okay, this is how you're gonna get that, you know, that cheese flavor that we want. You gotta doctor it up, I ain't gonna lie. You know the vegan cheeses be,
Yeah.
you feel me? So, ooh.
It do be. I know when I first started trying some products, it be hit or miss. But once you find what you love,
I'm telling you.
it's almost like you gotta keep certain stuff a secret, you know, because once you put somebody else on, you go to the store, you're like,
Go to the store, it ain't never.
Yeah, can't even find it.
Never. All right, so we're just gonna mix this in as it warms up, and it will melt. Okay, because that's the main question I get: is it gonna melt?
You prefer cooking on the electric stove or a gas stove? What's your preference? What doesn't matter for you?
I always like fire. So I do like a gas stove, but I'm not picky. Let's turn this up a little bit, throw this away, put this back. I be talking to myself in the kitchen.
Look, you have to. Look, when you're creative, you gotta talk to yourself.
Look, if we could play music right now, I would be gang, all of that, everything in the kitchen.
Yeah, I've definitely seen you on IG lit, you know, while you doing your
Lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who you rock? Did you see did you actually see the awards the other night?
I did not see the. I saw, you know, you see all the little clips the day after. A hot mess. You know what? Did you watch the Mario Omarion?
I did.
The foolishness.
I did watch that. I watched as much as I could.
As much as exactly.
As much as I could.
That's what I did. Watch as much as I could.
But like I was telling my folks, I was like, you know, the person who surprised everybody was Sammy.
What?
Sammy really did he did his thing with that.
On point. I was shocked.
And I was like, okay, it's time for him. I was like, all right, he might get you come back out with some more music.
Come on now. We just gonna need a little bit more. Now this is a temperamental process.
Why you say that?
Because for me, it's a texture thing, so I'm trying to get to the exact texture of what real mac and cheese tastes like. So I take a little bit of time in mixing it because I'm picky.
So when you were a kid, when did you first start cooking?
Oh man, I just put on Instagram the other day, my earliest memories cooking was me and my dad in the kitchen, and my dad showing me like all the little small nuances of how to make food taste good. I mean, even like ramen noodles, he would do it up. Like we would feel like kings and queens eating ramen noodles. Like he just kind of showed me. He was in the food business at a really young age, and just kind of knew the tips of the tricks in the kitchen, and showed me. And my mom's a really good cook too, so I kind of got it inherently, but I didn't even realize how much I loved it until the pandemic, which was crazy.
Yeah, I caught myself trying to be an experimental chef, so I was like, yeah, y'all come over here and taste this big salmon, you know. Oh my God, I learned how to cook honey Dijon salmon. You couldn't tell me nothing, so yeah, I get it. A lot of people, and you start saying, you couldn't tell me nothing.
So see, this is what we want to get.
Okay, let's see what we got.
That's what we want to get to.
Yeah,
That's what we want to get to. I'm a texture person. It's all about texture.
Yeah, you gotta have that patience too.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
Okay.
Yep, so that's the texture we want. I'm gonna take that off the heat for a minute, and we'll be right back. All right, we are gonna take our cakes out. These are our lemon pistachios. So these are just our 2-ounce cakes. We also do 4. And then we're gonna let these cool, and then we're gonna make a lemon glaze to go on top.
How warm was it inside of the oven?
350, took about 35 to 40 minutes. So I have prepared some stuffed mushroom mix ahead of time. So this is our ground up chickpeas, spinach, All of our spices that you saw me put into the jerk lentils, that's also in here, minus the jerk. And then we also have some vegan Parmesan. So ain't nothing to it but to do it, honey. We're just gonna stuff our little mushrooms. Okay.
I never had a stuffed mushroom. Ever.
What?
Never.
We have to change your mind.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on, black man?
I need to be more. I got to be a customer from now on. Like, look, I had this. It's on deck. You got one day they come pick it up.
Look.
I'll be here.
I got you.
For sure.
I got you. I'm gonna have to hook you up.
It's gonna be a whole
need some of this.
Yes, indeed. Look at that, y'all. The artistry.
I do my best. I do my best. So yes, like Tabitha says, like so, like that. Just gonna put this right on in here. I'm glad I made this ahead of time because this can be a little bit time consuming, but I may be biased because I like to cook a lot of things at one time. Okay, looks like that's all we can fit in here for now, which is fine. We just need a little taste, so you know, the DJ can taste the goodness.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I'm gonna get y'all that reaction. You know, like, Normally I would have my crew, but you know I ain't want to have my whole squad come over here like that. But they be coming through with the taste testing and
Look.
yeah, shout my homie Dollars with the big reaction words.
So this is gonna be $3.50 as well. We're gonna do that for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Next, since we are all ready, we're gonna go ahead and do our mash. Now, usually I do this all in a bowl, but I'm trying to be ambitious today. Ooh, 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 ooh. Always, always, always save some to put on top. Alright, look, I should have mixed this in a bowl. Y'all know dang well. Alright, we just mix it in. And we're only gonna put this on a high heat just to get a little crust on it because really that cheese sauce is already ready to just go ham with your noodles. So a little bit more because we want it real cheesy. Okay, we don't like dry noodles around here.
No. No.
Alright, so we got one down nice and mixed in, and then we'll just do a top layer.
Do you have a favorite meal that you like to cook for yourself, or whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Like it's your ultimate favorite?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I think like for me, my favorite thing is to like have absolutely nothing in the kitchen really and then end up creating like a really amazing meal. I think that's my favorite thing, but a favorite meal, I don't think I have one. I love food. I'm a fatty.
She said it already, y'all.
Look. And if I can be a plant-based fatty, I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. Okay, it don't take much.
Well, so far, what's been your most requested thing that you made that people's like, man, you need to make that. I need some more of that.
The mac and cheese and the empanadas.
That's what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I get asked for that over and over and over again. When I was doing meal prep, because I started doing meal prep, the mac and cheese was the hit. It was the hit. Everybody was asking for the mac and cheese. Took it to a cookout. Tray was clean. Okay? All of that. So those are my two, hopefully, top sellers.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. The empanadas and the mac and cheese, 100%. 100%. Right. Come on. There we go. So now we have...
Oh, yeah, I like how you got that.
Okay. Just a little on top so we can get a little, you know. All right. I got a little something, like dip a chip in there or something.
Yeah, but so that's,
you know
that's
you
a
know
good taste.
Little taste. All right. So, you know what? I can put these in with my mushrooms. Do you mind if I put something in here? What you do?
Come on in.
Okay, join the party.
Come on in.
And as soon as we take our mushrooms out, we'll check on the mac and cheese and then put it on high to get a little crust on it. And we'll be back. Okay, so we are ready to make our jerk lentil empanadas. This is what our lentils look like after they are all done. And so we are just gonna use this as our stuffing and start building our empanadas. I like them a little thick, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little thick. So I'm gonna put a lot in there. I'm just gonna cover you right on up. Use our fork.
Okay. Precision, look at the precision.
Yeah. And then I do a little extra fold because sometimes they like to come apart. So I just do a little extra fold on them. It's not the prettiest thing, but honey, it gets the job done.
I bet you it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be delicious. So you, of course, you said this is like a meal prep for yourself, correct? So how many days what you fix? How long would it last?
So this right here, this right here. So this will last me really the rest of the week. I'm not gonna put all of this in the empanadas. I'm gonna use some of this, like I said, with some rice. A little mango salsa to go with it, probably a little avocado, you know, something that's high in protein. I'm doing a lot of weightlifting right now, so it's really helpful to get my protein in that way. And lentils are packed with protein, so if they ever ask you as a plant-based person how you get your protein, it's all of your greenery has protein. What do you think the cows eat to get their protein? The greenery, okay? So your greenery, your beans, your lentils, those kinds of things, those is where you're getting your protein from. So don't ever let somebody make you think.
A lot of people do say that,
I know.
though. Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just not true. It's just not true. So.
Glad you brought that up.
Yes. Tongs here. They do quick, cook pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
And that's our empanada, guys.
Okay.
All right.
So
we're gonna finish these, and then we're gonna come back to you. So yes, we are done cooking. Let me show you a little bit of what we have here. So we have our cashew cream mac and cheese ready to go. Got a little, you know, little crust on top. So we're super excited about that. Our jerk lentil empanadas looking good. I like the little bubbles. Those are my favorite. You know, get that good little crust on there.
Oh yeah.
And then we also have, which we're about to ice, with our icing that we made from scratch, just a little powdered sugar and lemon juice. We're gonna put that on top, and wait, we forgot something. What's still in the oven? That's right.
Oh yeah.
It's our stuffed mushrooms, and they're practical.
Oh yeah.
So let's get them bad boys out too. Okay. Put those right over here. They done meshed together, but that's all right. But you taste good.
Wow. That's crazy. I can't wait to taste everything. But this is so interesting because I never thought I would eat a stuffed mushroom in my entire life. I had a lot of things that
on your bucket list, and that
wasn't one of them. All different types of stuffed things, but that right there,
look.
That might be a hit for you. I guarantee that's gonna be a hit for you.
It looked good to me.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hit.
Good to me. So this is just a little bit of the spread that people can enjoy when they go to Chloe's Soul Kitchen. Visit me on Instagram. I will have a menu out soon. And I look forward to serving you. Thanks so much. Chloe's Soul Kitchen, y'all. I get to film now. Let's see. We got DJ Swirv Deniro trying Chloe's Soul Kitchen food. Let's see.
What's A1?
Yo?
It's good.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Are we feeling it?
I go for part 2 though.
He said he got to get a little extra taste just in case.
It's just simple and delicious for real.
Yeah?
Yeah. The cheese is just popping, the noodles taste good. Everything is great. Like, it's like I need to come, like, if you make this next week, tell me how much it costs.
What about the texture? How you feeling about the texture? Is it giving mac and cheese? Is it giving?
You can't even tell. It's not like that. I'm gonna call it the unhealthy version of mac and cheese.
Right.
You can't tell. Like, this is a taste test. I'm like, Wait, this one, the regular mac and cheese. Now this is Chloe Soul.
Okay.
See, I'm trying to put my fork in.
I'm trying to tell you, he ain't stopped yet.
All right, so hold that.
Okay, hold that.
All right, then we'll get to.
Maybe a little warm. This is what I'm looking forward to. Come on, black man, tell me the truth.
It's hot, first of all. But honestly, I could eat this.
Yeah? Yeah. Oh, are you not a spice person? I did put a little extra spice in it. Do you? Okay. I wasn't sure.
Honestly, like this is delicious.
Ah, that's what I want to hear.
So with that being said, I will be ordering these.
Okay.
Don't judge it by its color.
Okay.
Don't judge it by its title, because you do that sometimes. I know I do it sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Delicious.
No. Yes. Look. He ain't stopped. He said he needed a plate to go. He eating right now, y'all. He eating right now. So yes, we do the trays of mac and cheese. We have our cakes over here. He gonna tell me how his cake tastes later on. And the stuffed mushrooms, you still gotta taste.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Okay, black man, we got you on a vegan vibe.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Ah!
Got you a customer.